Ito ang inyong lingkod na nagbabalik upang magbigay ng mga balitang walang bias at pawang katotohanan lamang. Ito ang Payang Pinas. Ngunit bagong lahat, kung bago ka pa lamang sa ating channel ay syempre huwag mong kakalimutan na mag-subscribe muna, pindutin ang notification bell at piliin ang all upang lagi kang maging updated sa ating mga bagong videos na ina-upload araw-araw. At syempre, maraming salamat na rin po sa ating mga solid viewers sa walang sawang pagsuporta. Huwag na huwag rin din pong kakalimutang mag-iwan ng like at i-share ang ating mga videos upang maging aware din ng ibang tao sa kung anong nangyayari sa ating bansa. At kung mayroon ka naman pong opinion or di kaya hinaing, ang ating comment section po ay bukas para sa inyong mga saloobin. Laging tandaan, bilang residente ng bansang Pilipinas, ang ating opinion ay dapat marinig at mapakinggan. Ito na nga mga kaibigan, atin nang panoorin ang kabuuan ng video.
Yusek Oscar Valenzuela. Morning, sir. The DOJ is represented by Senior Assistant State Prosecutor Attorney Charlie Guhit. Morning, sir. The DSWD is represented by Yusek Fatima Alia Dimaporo. The NAPOLCOM is, we have the Vice Chairman and Executive Officer of the NAPOLCOM, Attorney Alberto Bernardo, and Commissioner Attorney Ricardo Bernabe. Morning, sirs. From the CHR, we have Chairman Attorney Richard Palpalato and the Chief Legal of Legislative Liaison Government, Attorney Erwin Caliva. Morning, sir. From the Philippine National Police, we have the Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police General Romel Francisco Marbil. Morning, sir. Together with him are Police Brigadier General Nicolas Salvador, Police Brigadier General Mark Pespes from the SAF, from PRO 11, Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Nicolas Torre III, and CIDG Police Brigadier General Raul Takaka. From the NBI, sir, we have...
Good morning, guys. Senate hearing po, Kingdom.
The officers na nakatalaga noon during the conduct of operation, inibitahan ba natin?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yung mga naka-relieve?
Yes, sir.
Andito sila?
Ay, wala, sir, wala po, sir.
Wala dito?
Wala, sir.
Dapat sinama natin.
Sige, sir.
Laglaga na, mga kaibigan.
Continue.
From the National Bureau of Investigation, we have the Regional Director of the Southeastern Regional Office or SEMRO Region 11, Director Arcelito Albao. Morning, sir. From the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above every name, we have Miss Eleanor Cardona, Miss Nelida Isada. Morning, ma'am. Sir Pastor Carlo Catiil, Brother Catiil, and we have Attorney Israelito Torion. The other members are here, sir, and the holding area, sir. For the record, sir, the KOJC submitted the position papers, that's the position papers to this committee, sir, as well as the PNP, sir. They submitted a 35-second film clip, sir, to be shown later on, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That's all, sir.
Ito, Komisek, Police Brigadier General Randy Arceo. Inibitahan mo ba ito? Police Colonel Joselito Castro. Police Colonel Samuel Mina. Police Lieutenant Colonel Vermin Suwin. Inibitahan nyo ito?
Yes, sir. It's part of the invitation of the PNP. When I wrote the letter to the Chief PNP, sir, we indicated therein all the names of the police officers who are supposed to be invited in this hearing, sir.
Police Major Iamel Oliveros, PNP Davao del Norte.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So wala ito ngayon.
We can inquire with the Philippine National Police, sir.
Wala daw ito. Wala itong mga pangalan na ito. So, ang inibitahan yung mga director lang. Ha? But anyway, kung hindi natin mapakinggan ngayon, next hearing. Ha? Next hearing. O ito lang daw, ang sabi ng PIN, SAP, CIDG, PNP Region 11, and PNP Davao City.
Good morning guys. Happy Monday po sa ating lahat. Senate hearing po ito mga kaibigan.
PNP Davao City. Sinong Davao City?
PNP versus Kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Oh, upo ka. Lagay nyo ng kwan dyan. Lagay nyo ng...
Andito po si Attorney Torreon, mga
hindi ka sanay
kaibigan.
dito.
Tenora,
Pati si Nick
Donna,
Torre.
Executive
Bakit dyan ka sa
Kingdom.
likod? Dito. Lagyan ninyo ng marker.
Dumalo din si
Alan.
General Marbil, mga kaibigan. Ako, laglagan na to guys.
Hindi naman kayo takot dahil hindi pa naman kayo ang nandun nung panahon na yun, di ba? For tomorrow. Okay, sige. Let me proceed with my opening statement. Magandang umaga sa lahat. Again, excessive. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines excessive as exceeding what is usual, proper, necessary, or normal. Interestingly, so much of what we shall be discussing today hinges on this very word. Sa katunayan nga, mukhang ang salitang iyan ay magiging sentro ng ating talakayan sa pagdinig na ito. In the end, ladies and gentlemen, what is meant by excessive force? How is it determined? How is it measured? As reported in the news, Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, founder and leader of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, along with 5 others, was charged with sexual abuse and other acts of abuse under Republic Act number 7610 in March this year. They were also charged with qualified human trafficking under Republic Act number 9208. Last April, the warrant of arrest was issued against Pastor Kibuloy and the 5 other individuals. Unfortunately, authorities were unable to serve the warrant against the pastor. Apparently, he could not be found. This is what now brings us to the June 10, 2024 incident. The PNP conducted an operation simultaneously in 3 locations within Davao City in order to serve the warrant against Pastor Kibuloy. Let us watch this video. Paki-play ng video. Parang pabalik-balik. Iba na yan.
Teka lang guys, inayos lang po yung audio doon sa Senate. Good morning sa ating lahat. Happy Monday po guys. Senate hearing po tayo mga kaibigan. Andito po si Marbil guys. Oo, may naghanap kay Marvel, oh. Oh. Hello, Corazon Ostero, Victoria Galvez, Manuel Tumara, Florinda Yon,
Tula?
Elizabeth Pagsikan,
Okay, thank you.
Rosemary Almonteras, Venus Diaz, Raquel Reyes.
Ngayon, balikan natin yung ating unang tanong. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng salitang excessive? Paano ba natin masasabi na sumubra ang PNP sa ginamit nilang puwersa? On one hand, the PNP categorically states that it was a lawful operation. According to them, it was done in proper coordination with local officials na sinunod lamang nila ang kanilang operational procedures manual. At wala silang ginawang hindi naaayon at ipinahihintulot ng batas. Ang tanging intensyon nila ay ang maisilbi ang warrant of arrest. Bilang isang dating pulis, gusto kong sabihin ko sa PNP, naiintindihan ko kayo. However, there are complaints from the members of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ that the PNP's use of force was allegedly excessive. Ang nasabing operasyon umano ay overkill. Ayon sa mga report, hindi raw bababa sa 3 miyembro ang nasaktan sa operasyon. One woman even claimed that she was kicked in the face by a military boot. As a person who has dedicated most of his life to serve and protect our citizens, I would also be appalled, shocked, even that it should reach a point where others get injured. Sasabihin ko rin sa QOGC, naiintindihan ko kayo. In this hearing, I do not wish to exceed what is necessary to shed light on the truth. Hindi natin gagawin ang hindi saklaw ng ating mandato. We cannot afford to be excessive, especially not in the performance of our duties. Ang pangunahing isyu na nais natin maresolba sa pagdinig na ito ay nagkaroon nga ba ng pagmamalabis ang PNP sa pagpatupad sa inatas ng kanilang tungkulin na mag-serve ng arrest warrant ni Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Before we begin our discussion, I would like to yield the floor to Senator Robinel Padilla for his opening statement. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po sa aming idolo, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Bismillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pagbati po ng kapayapaan sa inyong lahat. Sa tagapangulo po ng Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, Senador Ronald Bato de la Rosa, sa mga iginagalang po nating kasamahan na narito ngayon, sa mga panauhin po, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat, lalo na po sa ating mga namumuno sa PNP, sir, at sa lahat po ng inyong mga kasama, sa lahat po ng nasa gobyerno, sa lahat po ng nasa Napolcom, sa lahat po ng nasa Kingdom. Isang magandang umaga po. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat din sa miyembro ng media. Sa lahat po nung naririto, bagamat maulan po ngayong umaga, isang mainit na pagbati po sa inyong lahat. Tayo po ay magkakapiling ngayong araw na ito sa bisa po ng Resolusyon 1051 na inihain ng inyong lingkod tungkol po sa ulat ng mga naging paglabag ng ating pong mahal na kapulisan sa operation na isinagawa noong ika-10 ng Hunyo sa premises po ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ sa Davao City. Ito po ay lugar ng mga taong sumasamba. Alam naman po natin na ang operasyon ay para ihatid ang warrant of arrest mula po sa Davao Regional Trial Court, Branch 12 at Pasig Regional Trial Court, Branch 159, laban po kay Pastor Apollo Kibuloy at 5 pang individual. Subalit, nais po nating bigyan linaw at sa huli mabigyan ng karampatang aksyon, Sir Human Rights, at solusyon ang mga sinasabing excessive force, allegedly, na hindi naman sana kinakailangan sa parte ng atin pong mahal na kapulisan. Nakarating po sa atin na may mga nasaktan na mga misyonaryo, mga taong Diyos po, sa nangyaring tensyon sa loob ng compound. Hindi po natin makalimutan na nasa pulisiya po ng ating mahal na PNP ang pag-comply sa international human rights standards and practices sa pagsasagawa po ng mga police operations. Sa puntong ito, ay didingdin po natin ang bawat panig na kapiling natin ngayong araw na ito. Sa parte naman po ni Senador Bato, na aming pong idolo, ay sisikapin po namin ang pagsigurong paglinaw sa mayroong, alam niyo po, ang nakakalungkot. Ako din po kasi ang chairman ng komite ng mass media and public information. Sobra na po ang paglaganap ng fake news sa ating bansa. Ang nakakalungkot po, ang pinakikinggan pa ng ating mga kababayan minsan, ay yung mga vlogger na hindi po natin alam kung saan nanggaling na lupalop ng Pilipinas ang kanilang mga dunong, ang kanilang mga kagalingan, kumakabanat sa mga taong gobyerno, hindi na po natin maintindihan at gumagawa pa ng mga peke, ginagamit ang mga AI. Alam niyo po, ito pong araw na ito, gusto ko pong malinaw sa dalawang panig na hindi po kami nakaupo dito ni Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa bilang mga kaalyado ng dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, o kami po ay number 1 na sumusuporta kay Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Nandito po kami bilang mga senador, independente. Pag-uusapan po natin ang mga karapatan ng ating mga kababayan na nasa konstitusyon. Kami po ay mga senador ng bayan upang siguraduhin po na ang konstitusyon ay walang pinipilit. Ibig pong sabihin, ang lahat ay may boses. Ang lahat, kailangan naririnig natin ang dalawang panig. Dahil yan po ang esensya ng ating demokrasya. Ang lahat ay may boses. Hindi po pwede na isa lang po ang naririnig natin, lalo na sa 4 na sulok ng Senado. Ang Senado po ay boses ng bayan. Ang mga nandito po ay hinalal ng taong bayan upang magbigay ng patas na pagkilala sa bawat karapatan ng bawat tao. Ganon din po ang pagkilala natin sa serbisyo naman po ng ating kapulisan. Hindi po natin nakakalimutan na ang kanilang kabayanihan at yan po ay sinasaluduhan natin. Ngunit sa katapus-tapusan po ng usapang ito, huwag po nating kalilimutan na meron tayong saligang batas na nagbibigay proteksyon sa lahat, maging sibilyan, maging militar, maging pulis. Basta Pilipino, iyaan po tayo sa harap ng saligang batas, sa harap ng Diyos at sa harap ng batas ng tao, tayo po ay pantay-pantay. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat po ang aking pong Ginoong Pangulo. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Senator Robin Hood Padilla. As we begin this investigation in aid of legislation, may I request Comsec Asierto to administer the oath of all resource persons present for today's hearing.
Thank you,
Live
sir.
Senate hearing.
We request the guests to
Kaibigan,
please
good
stand up
morning.
and raise their right hands.
Hello kay Tita Go.
Do
Good
you
day
swear
po,
to
Sir
tell the
Ferdinand.
truth,
God
the
bless.
whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this public hearing and investigation?
Benjamin
Thank you very much. Please take your
Garduque.
seats.
Thank you, Comsec. For orderly conduct of today's hearing, we shall structure the discussion as follows. Number one, presentation of the PNP. Of course, it is going to be preceded by the opening statement of the Chief of the Philippine National Police, because he asked me earlier to allow him to leave after his opening statement because of some pressing matters doon sa Region 3. Number two, presentation of the KOJC. Number three, NBI. Number four, DOJ. Number five, Commission on Human Rights. Number six, Davao City LGU. Meron bang Davao City LGU? Andito? Wala. And other resource person. So from here, I would like to give the floor to the PNP, to the Chief of the PNP for his opening statement.
Our Chairman, sir, can I be allowed to read my opening statement?
Yes, go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you, our Chairman, sir. Honorable Chairperson, Senator Ronaldo Bato de la Rosa, Senator Robin Hood Padilla of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, fellow public servants, and other guests. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I'm here today to address the concerns raised regarding the police operation conducted by the Philippine National Police within the premises of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, or what we call KOJC, on June 10, 2024. A month after the RTC NCR Judicial Region Branch 159, Pasig City, issued order finding probable cause against the following persons. This operation was not just a routine action, it was a critical mission to execute a lawful warrant of arrest against the fugitives of the law, Apollo Caboloy and 5 others, in connection with non-bailable offenses, sa Tagalog po natin, walang piyansa, of child abuse and qualified trafficking. These actions were anchored on verified information indicating fugitive Kibuloy's frequent presence in the area, a matter we could not ignore. Let me be clear, this police operation was carried out with strict adherence to the PNP operational procedures. Our guiding principle was to uphold human rights while executing our duties with the highest standards of professionalism and respect of the law. Prior to the execution, the PNP engaged with local officials to ensure a peaceful and orderly police operation and minimize any potential disruptions to the community. During the police operation, we deployed an appropriate number of personnel and utilized extensive resources for critical reasons. Number one, the primary subject of the warrant posed a high threat due to his considerable influence and extensive network, which significantly complicated our efforts to apprehend him. Second, intelligence report indicated the subject may employ armed civilian supporters to evade arrest, necessitating the deployment of the Special Action Force to thwart any potential threat. Remember, fugitive Kibuloy himself declared, and I quote, "Hindi ako pahuhuli ng buhay," and unquote, a clear indication of his defiance. Fugitive Kibuloy's blatant disregard of the law and the mockery of the judicial process presented a formidable challenge to our security forces and the integrity of our criminal justice system. The effective execution of the operation was crucial to prevent negative international repercussions and to uphold our commitment to justice and security. For the information of this honorable committee, on the day of the operation, despite facing unprovoked resistance from KOJC followers, our personnel exercised remarkable self-restraint and maximum tolerance throughout the operation to avoid tension.